Hi Soul Fam, welcome back to your weekly tarot readings. If we haven't met, I'm Frances. I am the founder and lead practitioner at Four Noble Healing, and I am so excited to be here with you today and every single Monday for your tarot guidance for the week. So without further ado, let's dive in. We have our deck right here. Comes with a guidebook, but we're not going to use that today. And if you're new to, the tarot reading process, I always like to talk about essentially the guidebook itself. The guidebook that comes with any card decks, tarot, oracle decks, whatever it may be, that is really important, but it's also not the only important thing, right? When you're learning how to read tarot cards, the descriptions are really helpful. It's really important with tarot actually that you do learn the definitions of the cards. However, tarot is a tool. Cards are a tool to channel messages from your spiritual team and from the universe. So if you ever receive a message from the cards that does not match the description in the guidebook, I always encourage you to please still accept that message as true for you, because the cards were, again, they're a tool for you to be able to receive that message either through imagery or a feeling that the card evokes. So again, if it doesn't match, if your message doesn't match exactly what's in the guidebook, please know that that message is still true. You did not make it up. It's just your spiritual team using this tool to communicate with you. Yes? Okay, cool. Let's shuffle the cards, begin to connect energy. Feel free to join me here. Close your eyes. Just take a few rounds of deep breath. Inhale. When you're ready, let it out. Good. Setting our intention, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy and their energy on, cleansed and protected, and welcoming in my spiritual team. And everyone here is spiritual team too. All right, let's dive in. So what do we need to know this week? August 15th, 2022. If you happen to be watching this video and it is not August 15th, 2022, please feel encouraged to still receive from this reading. You stumbled across this video at exactly the right time for you, so this guidance will still apply to you, okay? All right, what do we need to know for this week or whenever you're watching this video? I'm hearing the mind. So wow, lots of cards. Okay, oh my gosh. I don't think we want the pinky ones. We want these four. So this is how to support the mind this week. It feels like there's been a lot of activity, like going in the brain, be that, something to do with ideas that are coming up. Actually, last week we did have guidance saying that there were going to be a lot of new ideas. And so maybe those ideas were really exciting. Maybe it caused a little bit of overwhelm. Maybe it caused stress, or maybe you've just kind of been feeling like your brain is just on a loop and you can't turn it off, okay? So we're gonna check in there, but we also have these two cards here. So let's start here and then we'll see what's going on with the mind, okay? So more general guidance for this week, what we need to be aware of, what we need to know. First card, ooh, the Strength card. Beautiful. So we actually, this card is, I'll see if, bring it a little closer so you can see. This card is all about kind of taming those animal instincts. This week we might feel very reactive. We might feel quite overwhelmed, potentially even with anything that's going on with this energy from the mind. And so it's almost as if we're being encouraged to act from a place of divine feminine and intuitive connection versus that masculine reactive energy / the ego and that logical brain. Now, it might feel really challenging to do so this week because we have all of this brain energy going on. And so everything is going to want to feel like, well, I want to do this and I need to fix this and I need to say that and I need to resolve and I need to, it feels very loud, but they're saying the true strength actually comes with the restraint. And it's not that they're encouraging non-expression. It's that our team is encouraging us to, number one, think before we speak, but number two, understand that sometimes a whisper, a gentle delivery is actually more powerful than a roar, than a scream. Yeah. So just being very mindful this week about not being reactive, thinking before you speak, maybe taking a deep breath before you say, what you're feeling like, oh, I just want to say this, or I just want to do this. Think before we speak, think before we act. Again, sometimes a whisper is more effective than a scream. And you have the strength to act from that place of neutrality. That's actually where the true strength comes in, is not being reactive, but responding very intentionally or acting very intentionally. That is true strength. And that also allows us to operate from a place of intuitive wisdom, intentional action, versus just blah, 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 blah. And then we actually are encouraging more of whatever's going on in this mind, this ego space. Okay, so keeping your awareness around that this week. Okay, and you will have the strength to do it. All right, next card. Wow, another major card, Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune says anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. How it's coming through this week, though, for us is they're saying exactly that. They mean anything can happen. So it's really exciting because it's like, wow, I can literally create anything I want. I can do anything I want. I have the freedom to choose. But also, it's going to be very important that we're mindful of the messages from the Strength card, because if we're not following this, anything can happen. We might accidentally trigger a non-serving event or something that we don't really want to happen because we weren't acting from a place of that strength, from a place of that intuitive knowing. We were too in the head, too in the heightened emotions, that we actually ended up making, I don't want to say a mistake, but an unintentional choice that then triggered something that we didn't actually want to happen. It feels a little bit like erratic this week, in the sense, not that the energy around us is erratic, but more so that this Wheel of Fortune energy, we could accidentally trigger erratic energy with our own erratic energy. So if you are being mindful of your neutrality, of your intentional action, you're going to be able to be more in the exciting energy of Wheel of Fortune, which is I can make anything happen, right? I am staying in my power. I am not letting my reactions, my heightened emotions, my fears shift me out of that power, therefore giving my power away to others. I'm staying in my own strength, and therefore I can control the wheel. I can control where it lands, instead of it just being this crazy wheel that's just completely spinning, like, as your brain almost does. Instead, they're saying, no, stay in the strength, and then you can control the wheel, making whatever you want happen, instead of accidentally triggering events where anything happens and it's kind of like this tornado of madness. Okay, so I share this not to worry anyone, like, oh my gosh, if I have a reaction, is the rest of my week gonna, flip on its head? Absolutely not. We can always, come back with intention and with awareness and with, okay, you know what, I didn't like how I handled that, but that's okay. I'm gonna come back and recenter. Let's try again. Let's start again. That is still staying in that strength. Yeah. So just being mindful of that. And again, trusting that you do have the power to control the wheel. It's just going to come from that place of awareness and intentional and intuitive action. All right. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So how do we serve the mind this week? It feels like everything is kind of being triggered from this. It's interesting too. They keep saying the word trigger. I feel like maybe we're a little bit delicate this week. The energy is a little, delicate. And so that's why I feel like that word trigger keeps coming up. But what they were saying was, it feels like it's all being triggered from the mind, from what's going on up here. So let's check in with these cards, okay? First card, Queen of Cups. Okay, so yes, we are in our feelings this week. Queen of Cups is all about letting your emotions flow. And it almost feels as though we have so many emotions this week that we don't really know what to do with them. And or so many emotions this week that we're like, I can't even focus on anything else because I'm just so in my feelings. So just being mindful that your mind, your mental health, your brain state is actually stemming from your emotional state. So how can you give yourself time to actually face and express those emotions that need to come out? Because when you do in a healthy manner, then the brain is going to be like, oh my gosh, okay, whew, I don't have all of that bubbling up inside me, trying to make sense of that while also still trying to do everything I have to do in life. It's like those emotions have been healthily expressed and faced, that you then have more brain space to actually direct it where it needs to go, okay? With it too, we have 10 of Cups. Yeah, so 10 of Cups, also, Cups are about our emotions, but 10 of Cups is about more this idea of family. So this could be anything, they're saying all family. So this could be anything from your actual family. Maybe there's stuff going on in your family life that needs your attention or needs your emotional expression. Maybe there's something going on in your inner child that's asking to be healed from when you grew up. Maybe this is your relationship that needs your attention and awareness, because that is family too, right? Maybe this is your friend groups, our chosen family. So it's about something going on in some form of heart-centered relationship. Again, any form of family that is creating these heightened emotions and or that is asking for your attention. What is not making you feel good in that family unit, whatever family unit that is for you? It feels like this almost, bubbling up is the word that keeps coming up, like this volcanic energy. And they're saying you are safe to express what you need to express this week. Because the longer you keep it down, actually, the harder it's going to be in this Strength card energy, and the more erratic this Wheel of Fortune card is going to be. Yeah, because you're trying to tame a volcano. Eventually, it's going to explode. So healthy expression, but also giving yourself time and space to actually reflect on that relationship, on that family. What is not making me feel good, or what is not serving the situation as a whole? It's time to face that from our emotional intelligence this week. Yeah, so letting the emotions flow. Okay. Then we have 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is about patience and about understanding that you are still in growth, and maybe related to this family energy here, but also maybe related to you. There could also be a lot of stress, anxiety going on this week of, I'm not doing enough, I'm not growing fast enough, I'm not good enough, I haven't procured what I want to procure, I haven't created the abundance I want yet. There's a lot of pressure on yourself to have already harvested. But actually, this card suggests, 7 of Pentacles suggests that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Please don't rush it. Because if you rush it, you won't be able to harvest. If you think about, if you look here, there's a little seed, and there's lots of seeds underneath. And if we were to dig up that soil to be like, what's going on with this seed? Why isn't it blooming yet? Why isn't it sprouting yet? We would really destroy it. We have to have the patience to know, okay, growth takes time. And I can nurture my growth, give compassion to my growth, give love to my growth, instead of being hard on myself for not growing fast enough, for not developing fast enough. I am exactly where I need to be in that journey. And if I try to speed it up, it's not going to be correct. It's not going to be what it was intended to be. You can't speed up the growth of a seed. All you can do is nurture it and love it. So giving yourself that patience to, and really that compassion to know, hey, I'm doing my best and I'm proud of myself and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And that is good. I love you. You are right on time. Okay? Okay. So not letting your stress of, I need to be doing more, really negatively impact your mindset, which then is causing more of that heightened reactivity. Okay? I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Yes? All right, and finally, beautiful 10 of Wands. They're saying you're almost there. All this hard work, all of this, efforting, you're almost there. Again, though, Wands are slow and steady growth. So having patience as you complete this process. Now, with 10 of Wands, they're also saying whatever needs your attention this week, be it yourself, your own personal awareness, creating what it is you want, your emotions, your expression, your family, your relationships, your patience, your awareness of keeping the mind in that calm, neutral, intuitive space. We got to go one step at a time. Yeah, we're almost there, but we can't allow, I have to do all of this stuff to overwhelm us to the point that we don't end up finishing or that we don't finish well. So choosing your tasks very intentionally, right? Now I'm focusing on this. Okay, done, complete. Now I'm focusing on this. Okay, complete, right? And making sure that you are, they just keep saying, giving yourself the time to do what you need to do. Whatever that looks like for you. Maybe that's having a bath. Maybe that is running all your errands, right? Maybe that's having the conversation with your partner or your family. Maybe that's meditating or journaling. Maybe that is locking yourself in the bathroom so no one talks to you for 5 minutes, right? Whatever it is, it's about giving yourself what you need to complete the tasks that you've been moving towards. This could be a really great week if your tasks are a little bit more tangible, to create a list of, almost with pillars, like, okay, this is one project, this is one project, this is one project. What still needs to get done here? What still needs to get done here? What still needs to get done here? So that you can very effectively complete that task without that erratic energy of rushing, but with very intentional action. Okay? But the beauty of this card is you're almost there. It's almost complete. You almost did it. And I feel like they're ending our reading this week with that energy because they want you to know there's a light at the end of the tunnel, which is so healthy for our minds, right? It's not just this infinite string of overwhelm, this infinite string of, I don't maybe know what's going on right now, or I feel unsettled right now. They're saying it's almost complete. And the way to complete it is to follow the guidance from the beginning of this reading. Okay? Okay, so I'm sending you all so much love and light. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If this resonated with you, please leave how it resonated with you in the comments. I always love reading, how this applies to your life. So please feel free to engage down there. I can't wait to read everything. If you feel called to donate to the Love Jar, I will leave my PayPal link in the description below. It is so helpful for me to just be energized to show up every single week for you. So I appreciate every cent so much. So if you are called to donate, again, that link will be in the description, as well as how to work with me, either in a one-on-one session, in community, and all kinds of good stuff. So please check out the description below. Again, please leave in the comments how this resonated for you. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be here every single Monday with tarot readings and every Thursday with healings and meditations and all kind of soul nourishing things. So much love to you. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.